What is going on, everybody, and welcome to episode number 4 of Trying Tottenham. And yes, finally back. I was out for most of the weekend, actually all weekend, at a festival called Lollapalooza here in Chicago, which was absolutely insane, and it was an absolutely great experience. But as you can see at the very beginning, we put in Harry Kane as our first Tottenham striker, and one of the few Tottenham strikers that are actually out in this game. They've only got 3 so far. They've actually just bought another one. Roberto Soldado is now on his way to Tottenham and is going to be one of the players that we're going to look to buy when we move on to the gold players. But first of all, we go into the silver tournament and we come up against a 4-3-1-2 all silver Italian team. And I don't know who that Inform is, but I know 2 of the center mids are Verratti and Camoranese, and I really can't remember the rest. But it really took us a while to finally get a goal scored, and as you can see right now, we're in the 72nd minute, and Kane actually puts one into the top corner for his debut goal, which we actually tend to get a lot of in this series. A lot of the players that we buy manage to score those debut goals, which is always good to see, and I absolutely love it when they do that. And really, as soon as we scored that first goal, it was just a huge downpour of goals. You can see Dawkins scored next, so already 2-0 up. And then we scored a pretty ridiculous goal right here, where Dawkins wins the header, and his goalkeeper just, fully derp mode, takes it as his own defender and lets the ball go into the back of the net in the 81st minute. So that's 3-0 up already. And then we've got a free kick with Iago Falque, and I've yet to score a free kick with Falque. Even though he does have pretty decent free kick stats, the goalies always seem to get a hand to it. But we managed to score another goal right there in a header with Mitrovic in the 88th minute, I believe it is, some late minute like that, and we end up winning the game 4-0. He actually got a player sent off in the 90th minute, but it didn't affect the game that much, and that's a pretty good win for us. 4-0, obviously a good result. And because we have so many bronze players, it's obviously very impressive considering the team that we've got right now. But also, apologies if you can hear the difference in my voice. Also, that's just because of that concert or that festival. I lost it, and it's still yet to come back. But it's much better than it was yesterday. Yesterday, I could hardly talk. But we go and make another signing, and this time it is Tom Carroll, the upgraded version. He has a 65, but I didn't really see the point in getting the 65. I just went ahead and got the 69, which is obviously supposed to be a lot better. I never actually tried the 65 version, but the 69 should be good enough. And we go ahead and put him straight into the squad and take him out for Kone, I believe is what that guy's name was, because he's out of contract. So we move into game 2 of the Silver Shield tournament. And you can see we've got a decent amount of Spurs players. We're almost there to a full team, and we come up against Ultimate FIFA, who's got a very interesting side. It's got some Portuguese players, some players from the Hellas Liga, and some German players to boot. And it does look very interesting, and it should be a pretty good team. He's rocking the same formation that we are, at 4-3-3, and he's got an all-silver team. And we actually start off in the 20th minute. A terrible cross, so I'm not going to lie, that was absolutely dreadful. But Iago Falque manages to hit the post, and then we actually get the rebound in with Harry Kane. So that's 2 goals in 2 games for Harry Kane. And we're actually pretty lucky to score that goal, because a lot of times when that happens and I'm trying to switch players, I end up chipping the ball like way over the net, just because the game thinks that I want to chip instead of switch players. And we managed to score a second goal, and that comes through Iago Falque with a pretty weird effort. He scored it with his right foot, and he has like a 3-star weak foot, and didn't really expect that ball to go in, but we were lucky enough that it did. And in the 45th minute, Ryan Fredericks just takes the ball from a stupid pass out from his keeper and finesses that right by him with his left foot. Ryan Fredericks has like 48 shooting, so any goals he scores is obviously very, very lucky, or it's just an easy goal to score. And then in the 55th minute, we actually score a pretty fantastic goal with our center back Mitrovic with his left foot. It goes into the top corner, which was obviously pretty impressive considering he doesn't have full chemistry. He's got a red formation box, and he is a defender, and has to put that into the top corner with his left foot. And then Luongo gets his very first goal for the team. He's been one of the first purchases that we made. I think he was the very first purchase, and that I think is also his very first goal. So about damn time. But we get another goal through Iago Falque. This is the 72nd minute. We're absolutely tearing this guy a new bottle. It's got to be absolutely huge right now. But it's we've got 6 goals, and we're only into the 82nd minute. And then Fredericks manages to score yet again with his left foot. I'm starting to think that he's got a better left foot than he has a right foot. But we do end the game with a 7-0 victory, which was absolutely insane in this silver tournament. I mean, this was the second game of this tournament, so he obviously must have won the first one, and then to come up and beat him 7-0 is obviously very impressive for our team, and I'm very happy. And then I think it's about time that we finally add another defender. and that goes in the form of Steven Calker, who has actually been traded to Cardiff City for I think 9 million coins, I'm pretty sure. So he is no longer going to be at Spurs for the upcoming year in FIFA 14, which I'm pretty disappointed about. I actually really liked Steven Calker. Came up through the academy for Tottenham, and it was really dumb, I think, in my opinion, to let him go, especially because we have yet to get a replacement for him. I think the player that they were trying to get to replace him, Vlad Churches or something like that, the deal was called off at the last minute by their owner, who is in prison, and made the phone call from prison to cancel this deal. So a pretty stupid move in my opinion, but what are you gonna do? The deal's been done and he's gone. And we go into the next match of this tournament, and this guy's name is RIP Christian Benitez, and he's got an all-German side with 2 bronzes in there, but it does look like a very strong team, and I was pretty worried going into this game, but we do start very early. You can see 2nd minute Iago Falque off the underside of the crossbar with that left foot of his, and Iago Falque is an absolutely goal-scoring machine from the center of midfield, which, you know, I'm obviously going to love that. You know, what else can you ask for? If your strikers aren't getting enough goals, you definitely need your midfielders to come up big, and he's certainly doing that. But we end up conceding, so it's 1-1. A pretty silly goal for Cudicini to let by, but you know, there's nothing you can really do. And then Fredericks goes through again with that left foot. He is right-footed, everybody, but that left foot of his just happens to be a goal-scoring machine apparently. And Iago Falque again goes through, gives the ball to Dawkins, back to Iago Falque, and we absolutely smashed that into the far post in the 67th minute. And like I'm telling you, Iago Falque is definitely going to be one of the top goal scorers for our squad this year. And we're up 3-1. Obviously a pretty good going. Carroll actually manages to get a ball, and you can see some of the lag that I was coming up against this guy, and it was pretty annoying, but we had a comfortable lead. I wasn't really too bothered, but in the early stages of the game it was really annoying. You can see it right there pretty clearly before Dawkins smashes one in with his right foot. And Dawkins is also a goal scoring machine. He's got plenty of goals for this squad in the amount of games that he's played. So him and Iago Falque are definitely carrying this team in terms of goals, and we end up winning that game 5-1 against FC Superfly. But that's going to be the end of the video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Feel free to tune in, subscribe for more videos, but other than that, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time.